to support their favorites even after they've moved on to other projects. Despite all the glamour and fame, there's still some things that we don't know about Disney and what it's like to be a part of such a big company. Over the years, some of the most iconic Disney Channel stars have revealed the truth about what their Disney life was really like. The Jonas Brothers catapulted to fame on the Disney Channel, but they say it was tough for them to grow beyond their Mickey Mouse roots. They also said that doing their short-lived Disney Channel sitcom called Jonas wasn't the best decision for their career. Brothers Nick Jonas, Joe Jonas, and Kevin Jonas starred in the Disney Channel original movie Camp Rock in 2008 and 2010 sequel alongside Demi Lovato, and also acted in their own Disney Channel series Jonas, which premiered in 2009. It was a big regret, Nick said. "We shouldn't have done that. It really stunted our growth. I feel like it was just a bad move. It was just not the time. Literally, we couldn't evolve because of it." Joe Jonas had such a traumatic experience at the Disney Channel, he even wrote a whole essay about it. In this essay, he revealed the things he didn't like, such as pretending to be 16 years old when he was actually 20, being forced to shave every day, and what is the worst, he actually felt boxed in while writing for Disney audiences. It just ended up being some weird slapstick humor that only a 10-year-old would laugh at. They took out the kissing scene that Nick had. "I had to shave every day because they wanted me to pretend like I was 16 when I was 20, Joe said. He also added that Disney never gave him or his brothers any creative freedom. "Creatively, you feel like you're a little boxed in and you can't really expand and grow," he said. Lyrically, what you're going through at that time in your life, you have to kind of protect your audience by only writing what Disney would approve of. It was a little tricky as we got older, that's for sure. Miley Cyrus became an overnight sensation at the age of 11 when Hannah Montana debuted on Disney Channel back in 2006. A story about a regular girl who lives a double life as the world's biggest pop star, Hannah Montana forced Cyrus to constantly look at herself. In an interview with Marie Claire in August of 2015, Cyrus admitted that the show had a negative effect on how she perceived her own beauty, since she was constantly forced into a blonde wig and into makeup because she was told that's how a pretty pop star needed to look. She grew hard on herself. Miley said, "I was made to look like someone that I wasn't," which probably caused some body dysmorphia because I had been made pretty every day for so long, and then I wasn't on that show. After the show, when she no longer had people making her pretty every day, it took her a while to acknowledge and understand that she was a beautiful person without all the makeup and fake hair. Selena Gomez was one of Disney's most recognizable faces, starring in Wizards of Waverly Place and the Princess Protection Program. But when she grew up, she too had a rocky ride. Selena Gomez spent 2 weeks in a rehab facility back in early 2014 at a treatment center in Arizona, which specializes in treating young people with addiction and trauma problems. Selena felt a big pressure while working for the Mouse House. In the interview with New York Times, she said, "I was being held to this expectation of being the good girl." Also, Selena says she had to work abnormally for such a young age and she was exhausted all the time. She added, "I knew deep down that this wasn't what I wanted to do, being exhausted of forcing something that wasn't right." Selena also said that the tense pressure made her doubt herself and her career. "I had to have moments where I was crying and I was like, why am I not in love with what I do? I was forced to get very uncomfortable for a while in order to make the decisions I made." Disney stars work hard to put out content and shows that they know their viewers will love. Of course, acting is just part of the job with the Disney Channel, and maintaining a public image of being good, positive, and G-rated is another aspect to being a Disney actor. In fact, the company is so strict about how their stars behave off-camera that former Disney star Bella Thorne got in major trouble for being spotted wearing a bikini at the beach, and one that her mom picked out at that. In an interview with Tom Ward, Thorne explained that she was at the beach wearing a bikini that her mom had picked out for her, and because her bikini was thought to be skimpy, she almost got fired from Disney. As Thorne told Ward, she and her mother were told, "You're lucky that Bella has such a fan base that we can't afford to fire her at this moment in time, but if she does one more thing, we will." Because of this incident, Bella almost lost her job, and she explained that the reason she accepted the role on the Disney show was because she and her mom were about living on the streets. "My mom was so scared after that. for them firing us and us losing our house. So it was kind of like, don't be yourself, just be good. One more thing, which Bella revealed about Disney, they have super strict rules and you have to look innocent for the audience. Bella said she got kind of sick of people telling her how to behave. Finally, when I got off the Disney Channel, I stopped listening to people telling me that I needed to be this and that, she explained. I literally would talk with a higher voice in interviews because that was the whole innocent Disney appeal. So it seems like it's a strict rule that Disney stars have to project an innocent image, and that must take a lot of work. And it turns out that there were a lot of things people didn't know about Bella Thorne during her Disney days. Talking about Disney strict rules, in fact, it appears to be almost a strict rule that Disney stars don't get to have much, if any, creative freedom or control, no matter how old they are. In an interview with Vulture, Dylan Sprouse, who starred alongside with his twin brother, Riverdale actor Cole Sprouse, on the Disney Channel series The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, explained that it was a big part of why the brothers quit Disney. Dylan called out Disney for using his and his brother's face to promote the channel, but not letting them be involved in the creative process. I mean, we had a really awesome idea for where the show needed to go, he said. We were 18. If that isn't old enough to know exactly what the show needs, then, well, I would beg to disagree. I don't think Disney was willing to work with us, really ever, so we stopped the show. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Disney allows their stars to be too creative. Demi Lovato was also the one who struggled from working on Disney, and eventually she opened up about struggling with an eating disorder and being overworked while working her Disney Channel show, Sunny with a Chance. Demi Lovato left the series in 2011 to enter a treatment facility. She later explained why she didn't return to the show for its third season. I just wasn't in a period of time when I was ready to be on camera again. I could not go back into that environment, and there were other things that factored into it. The amount of stress that she was under took a toll on her. She added, I was so miserable and angry too, because I felt like I was being overworked. She had no time at all, and like every kid star in Disney, she had to work hard as an adult. We joked around that it was Disney High, except we were all shooting shows and really overworked. She also added, I joked that sometimes I have PTSD after leaving the channel because if my schedule starts to get too busy, I rebel and get bitchy. Now I want to know how you feel about the Disney Channel, and what is your opinion about the channel's strict and weird rules? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
School property.
There's a voice inside my head saying, you'll never